This man drives the number 15 car for Rahal Letterman Racing. He finished fourth in this Indycar series last year and getting set for a 2016 Verizon Indycar series schedule. Graham Rahal here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Great to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Life is interesting for you. You just came back from a bachelor party?
I did.
I
got two more weeks of freedom, and then it's all over, as they say. But no, I did. We went down to Cabo with the boys, had some fun.
Okay.
So,
you came back in one piece. Yeah, I can see. You're good.
Still good.
And we're still on track.
Actually, I had to go straight from Cabo to Vegas for work for a week. So that's
and
tough.
that was work in air quotes?
No, that was real work.
What were you doing in Vegas? What were you doing?
There's a big car show out there, SEMA show they call it. So you got to go out and do a lot of appearances.
So
and stuff,
it's like, honey, you say to Courtney, you say, look, I know we're getting married in a couple weeks, but I got to go down to Cabo with the boys.
She had to go to Vegas too. So.
Oh. Okay.
But if you need a break on your liver, going from Cabo to Vegas is not the way. It's not the way you go.
Now Vegas, it's 48 hours max, right? That's it. Or do you
for me?
Right.
48's too much. Probably.
It's as if time does not move.
It's crazy
in Las Vegas.
It's crazy.
Right. Your life moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour, literally, maybe for you sometimes when you're at work. But in Vegas, it just stops.
Anybody that can sustain Vegas for more than 48 hours. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how you do it either.
I really don't.
Another city like that for me is New Orleans. New Orleans, it seems like time does not move very fast there either.
Haven't spent too much time there.
Okay.
I mean, we raced there last year, but the racetrack was a ways away from downtown, so you're kind of in and out, so didn't get too much time, but I could see it. I could believe it.
There's lots going on down there in the Big Easy, man. That's for sure. So just personally, everything's good. You're fine.
Everything's
Marriage
good.
is still ready, on track. We're good.
It is.
See, that's good, wholesome living for you. You go to Cabo, you go to Vegas, and everything's cool.
No, everything's
good
fine.
for you, man.
Everything's good.
Graham Rahal here on the Rich Eisen Show. So, okay, the IndyCar schedule for 2016 is out, and it starts on the streets of St. Petersburg on March 13th is the season debut.
It does, yes. And St. Pete's been around a while now. I got my first win there in 08, so St. Pete's a great venue, right downtown, literally a block from all the main restaurants and stuff. And I love going there, so that's gonna be a blast. And then our second race there at Phoenix, we haven't been to Phoenix in years, and I went back and tested there just the other day. That's gonna probably be one of the, even though it's a short oval, it's a mile. It absolutely wears you out. Probably one of the most physical places that we go.
Yeah, and then the Indy 500 this year, it's a very special year for a couple of reasons. Certainly for you personally, but it's the 100th running of the Indy 500 and the 30th anniversary of your dad's 86th win.
It is. So this is obviously the 100th anniversary. How many events live to 100 years old? There's not many, right?
Right, sure.
So it's pretty cool that we're going to be able to celebrate that. It is 30 years after my dad, and kind of as the way my dad and my careers have gone, I won my first championship 30 years after my dad. I won the Daytona 24-hour 30 years after my dad. So I'm kind of hoping that tradition, he won his first championship in '86, first Indy 500. So I'm hoping that 30-year tradition kind of carries on.
Why not?
It'd be the best. I mean, any Indy 500 to win would be good, but that one would be the best.
Yeah, I've got Graham Rahal here on the Rich Eisen Show. A couple of new events I want to hit you on. Road America, 2 days after my birthday, as a matter of fact, June 26th. It's a new event, but you haven't raced there since
'07.
'07
was the last time. And Road America was always an IndyCar track, had been forever. Sports cars, IndyCars.
Right.
And we went away from it. When the two series, Champ Car, IndyCar, merged back in '08, we lost Road America, which was a shame. Because I think my dad would tell you, probably anybody that's raced cars in this country that's driven on that track would say that's the best. 4+ miles long, tons of elevation. There's 3 straightaways there that the IndyCar gets up over 200 miles an hour. You don't get that anywhere else. So I'm thrilled to go back there. And like I said, Phoenix early in the year. Those are 2 new ones. That's cool. And second to last one's Boston.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a new event as well, although I've been to Boston and I've driven on the streets of Boston. How is this a new event? Because, I mean, the racing that sometimes goes on there and then the driving down the wrong way of streets. I have seen some driving in Boston that I hope you don't get to see when you're out there in this event. Let's put it that way.
I've seen some driving everywhere that
I'm sure, right?
Pretty risky, but truth be told, I think Boston's a great place.
It's incredible
from a sports town perspective.
September 4th, right around Labor Day.
The other thing is we've never really touched the Northeast like in any way. We went to New Hampshire on and off over the years, but Boston's kind of a whole new deal. And I use like Long Beach out here as kind of your standard. It's going on for 30 plus years. There's a reason for that. It really helps the economy. So it'll be interesting to see how the people of Boston really grasp onto it.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, Long Beach was 183,000 people here last year. There's no reason it can't be that, if not better.
Sure.
I mean, Labor Day weekend, you got all the college kids, you got people that love sports anyway. Something different than what they typically get to see right down on the riverfront, so it should be cool.
Well, because I don't want any problems for you. Do you know, going into Boston, what the PSI rules for the tires are in IndyCar? Do you have that all settled?
Well, we do,
Going
actually.
into
Actually, that's kind of funny, but the standard is set by Firestone, but we might have to pump them up a little bit for the bumps around there. Get the ride heights up a little higher.
So you know what it is. There's a guy up, where is it, in New Hampshire? The deflator lives in New Hampshire, in case he needs that, Brockman? Because you know that, right?
He does. We're buddies.
Because we know what happens to people who have perfect reputations if the PSI level goes wrong in Boston. Right, Brockman? You know about that?
Just saying. Facts are facts.
Okay, very good. I like it. IndyCar.com is how people can go ahead and check things out for the new IndyCar schedule 2016. So let's get right down to it. You hear the Michigan footsteps or not? Do you hear us?
I hear you. I hear you.
Because you were tweeting at me.
I know.
You've been tweeting
I got it,
at me for weeks now.
My Buckeyes didn't look very good, I felt like, until last 2 weeks ago.
Well,
and then, of course,
until JT Barrett took over, and then what happened with him now?
I know, but that's the thing, is I was hoping, JT'd take over. I mean, that offense was completely different with him in charge. And
let's hope this is just a wake-up call, and that
I think they'll be fine.
That Urban Meyer knows what he's doing. Just the 1 week, which a lot of people are wondering what's up with all of that business.
Yeah.
And so he's got Minnesota at home with Cardale. It's just how many yachts can Ohio State water ski behind right now, right?
I know.
Okay, let's put the guy that goes on it.
It'll be interesting to see how does Cardale play this weekend, right? Because he's been kind of pushed aside.
Yeah.
He was in the limelight, then got shoved aside a little bit. And now he's going to get his opportunity again, and he's got to shine. Has to.
Well, Michigan found out that Minnesota's no pushover.
I don't think that they are.
At all.
I mean, I saw something this morning. Ohio State's a 23-point favorite. That seems pretty steep. I mean, Minnesota, their QB is pretty good.
So you're saying there's 23 friends of yours that like Ohio State more than Minnesota? Is that what he's referring to?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I just want to make sure that because that's what he's referring to.
But we hear you. We hear you. We're going to have a little showdown here in a few weeks.
Yeah. What do we do? What can we do? What can you and I do right now about that?
Well, I'll tell you what. This was the worst thing I've ever done.
Which is what?
So my wedding, we planned it.
Is it that Saturday?
No, hold on. It's Michigan State Saturday. So I told Courtney, I said, are you okay if I have, the Watch ESPN app up so I can at least watch, like, while we're sitting at the sweetheart table, I can see the game. But then the worst thing I did was we leave for our honeymoon, Michigan, Ohio State Saturday. So I'm not going to see anything.
Hold on a second now.
And I'm not going to see those 2 games. The most important 2 games of the year are blackouts.
So now here's 2 things right now. First of all, what did she say to having the at the sweetheart table having the?
Well, that was an absolutely not. So then I asked.
She said no.
Yeah. So we have like a little man cave sort of thing at the wedding where we're getting married. I said, well, can I get DirecTV in there and have?
Yes.
No, can't do that.
She shut that down?
So then I said to her, I came back to her a few days later and I said, listen, I'll make a deal with you. We'll just shorten our honeymoon by a day. We'll leave Sunday. We'll push. She's like, well, why are you doing that? Well, it's Ohio State, Michigan Saturday. I cannot miss that. She didn't find that funny.
No.
No, we did not get to.
But what about the fact that, this is the person she's marrying here? This is not like an outlier. It's not like you're going to be every November. Just this is the one November that you're bringing this up. I mean,
she's been around for several Novembers, and
so
she knows.
Where are you heading on your honeymoon? Are you allowed to say this?
Yeah, we're going to Fiji, which should be cool.
So you'll be in flight?
I'll be in flight. I'll miss the entire thing.
I don't think they also have the internet.
Probably not.
There's no Wi-Fi on flights over the ocean, man.
Not that. I don't know. If maybe.
Do I take this as? Do I take this? Hold on a minute. You tell me. do I take the fact that you planned this as a sign of disrespect that you thought you had the Michigan game in the bag?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I think you guys always play, even as bad as you were the last couple, you still played as hard.
Don't lay into the word bad like you just
played
did,
as
man.
hard. Last year was a challenge.
Yes.
2 years ago we had fights,
Throw
didn't
the
we?
records out, dude.
So I'm
You know
just
that.
saying it's
Okay.
not going to be a pushover.
So what can you and
Actually,
I do?
I think Michigan State, I think Ohio State will have a better chance to dominate Michigan State than Michigan. I think Michigan will be a lot harder.
Well,
game.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think Michigan did prove Michigan's the better team between the two of them. I think we all proved that, with the exception of the most disastrous final 11 seconds of my football life.
The only thing that makes me worry about you is Minnesota.
What?
Minnesota. We'll see how we play against Minnesota this weekend.
Well, plus, I don't look. First of all,
You'll
Michigan
hear
was
from me on
at Minnesota. First of all, Michigan was at Minnesota. It was 3 days after their beloved coach said he's retiring. So there was a lot going on there. I don't know if that's an apples to apples situation, but let's do this. What can you and I come up with so you, on your first day of being a married man to the woman you love, get off the plane in beautiful Fiji, look down at your phone, and the first thing you say is, damn, I got to do that for Rich. How can we make this work? What can we do here?
I don't know. You guys got any ideas?
What can we do?
It did just come to my attention. We are in an El Nino year, so there is a chance for a tropical storm. What are you rooting for here? Maybe
a flight delay?
A flight delay and watching at the airport? Or
a flight delay would be
Are you just going to be in such bliss that you're okay with it?
Let's not get off topic here.
I'm not married. I don't have these problems.
Let's not get off topic here. What can we do where you have to get in your car before pick any event? I won't do Indy 500. I won't do
wearing
Indy 500.
something Michigan related.
Yes.
What if he puts Go Blue in the sand in Fiji and takes a picture sitting next to him?
No. I will do something in my office, at my work, on the air, in public.
How about next time I come on this show, I got to wear like a Michigan hat or shirt?
No.
It's got to be at a race.
Yes.
Well, then let's do Long Beach.
On your biggest Long Beach.
Okay, Long Beach is better. I'm not doing Indy because that's
Beach,
a little bit.
What day? Where are we? It's April 17th.
Yeah.
Okay, it's early on in the schedule. All right.
Yeah.
And you'll put on a Michigan hat. You'll do something.
Sure,
what are you gonna do?
I'll wear a Michigan hat for you.
How about a helmet?
No, I'm not doing a helmet.
You take your helmet off and put a Michigan helmet on.
No, I'm not doing a helmet.
And what you tell me? What do I do?
I'll wear a Michigan hat for driver intros just for you.
Okay. That's
Ooh,
acceptable.
I like it.
Beyond acceptable.
But I'm pretty confident that that's not going to happen. So now what are you going to do?
You tell me. You tell me. I got to wear.
All I want is next time that we're on, you got to wear something Ohio State, not just a little pin, a hat,
send it
something.
to me. You send it to me, and I'll wear whatever.
All right.
Done.
Sounds
I cannot wait. You are in love with Courtney. You are in Fiji, a beautiful romantic spot. You get off the plane, you check your phone, and damn, I got to do that for Rich. I can't wait.
Yeah, but hold on, Rich. Are you going to actually wear the pin if that happens?
If he sends it to me, Tom
it's not a
hasn't
pin.
sent me a thing
It's
yet.
not a pin. We need something bigger.
We need something bigger.
Yeah, no, we'll send him a hat or a shirt or maybe we'll get him a Buckeye helmet that he can put right on his desk right here.
A Brutus bobblehead on the desk.
I'm sure you can work that. Thanks for coming in, man. You're the best. I really enjoy hanging out with you. Graham Rahal. Check him out on Twitter at Graham Rahal, Indycar.com. As the Indycar schedule for 2016 is out, we're back with more here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.